Hello and welcome back. Well, it has been about 2 years since I last did anything with this game, so I'm just going to continue on. I don't have my friend here with me, but I'll guess we'll manage just fine. So, let's go learn about enchantments from Sando.
Ah, it's good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Fennick at your service once again. Now, before you say anything, I do recall that your business is private. But I saw your camp and couldn't help but stop. Is there anywhere safer to sleep? I think not. I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes?
Yeah, free to stay, just mind yourself.
Wonderful. Thank the gentleman, won't you, boy?
Thank you, sir.
We won't be a bother to you and your companions, I assure you. If you should need enchantments, simply talk to my boy. Otherwise, come speak with me.
Enchantments.
Hello.
The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him what was it now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed.
Okay, so what enchantments does he do?
He can fold lyrium into almost any weapon or piece of armor, though naturally some of the more extravagant materials will take more lyrium than others. It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform, but my boy here is just as adept at it. Isn't that right, boy?
Enchantment!
And there you have it.
Okay, well let's do some enchantment.
Enchantment!
Wait, was Oathkeeper... was someone using it? I don't remember. But let's put a fire damage, chance to reduce movement speed, spell resistance. Let's take a lightning rune in it. Let's do that, yes. Yeah, I don't think anyone is using Oathkeeper. Ah, Alistair, you should use the Oathkeeper. It's better, way better than your current weapon. And what else did we have here? Oh yeah, I was using the DLC stuff. Pretty much. And I'm okay with that. Okay. There's a quest there. It's a DLC quest. Hello.
You're a hard man to find. Where are my manners? The name is Levy. Levy Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the coins? Levy the trader?
No.
Really? He never told you of old Levy? We've known each other for years. But here I am carrying on while you have a blight to stop. Don't want to waste your time. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me. But poor Duncan's... well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on. His pledge fulfilled.
Okay, so what did he promise?
My family... well, past a bit checkered, to see. Nobles look at us with disdain. My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden Commander of Ferelden back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Arland banished the Wardens, and he took House Dryden's land and titles.
Well, that's horrible. Well, what happened next?
Hard to say. After King Arland died, there was a civil war, loads worse than this one. And our family was on the run, hunted by enemies, with nary a friend in the world. But Drydens are tough. We rebuilt, became merchants, and we never lost our pride.
Yeah, so what favor did you ask?
I asked for the truth. My family reveres Sophia Dryden. We know she died at the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak. We want evidence to clear her name. It won't restore our land or our titles, but it'll restore our honour.
Okay. Never heard of it?
Well, no one's been to Soldier's Peak since Arland's days. At least none that's come back. I spent years mapping the maze of tunnels to the peak, and I found the way a few years back. So I went to Duncan, I did, and I said that he could reclaim the old base and my family could have its honour.
Okay. Well, what do you need?
I can pick my way through the tunnels at the base of Soldier's Peak, but the place, well, they say it's haunted, and it'll be dangerous for certain. Will you think on it at least?
Yeah, I will help you.
1,000 blessings upon you, Warden. I'll mark down the location on your map. When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together.
Oh yeah. We have a mission. Hello, Sten.
Why are we stopping?
Well, we should talk.
There are darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful?
I just need to know if I can trust you.
I am Qunari. I have given my word to aid you. We are not people of idle promises.
Okay. Well, tell me about your people.
No.
Please?
People are not simple. They cannot be summarized for easy reference in the manner of, the elves are a lithe, pointy-eared people who excel at poverty.
Okay. Well, are you alright? You were in that cage for weeks.
You are concerned. No need. I am fit enough to fight.
Well, he's a man of few words. You were in the army?
I am.
Okay. Have you ever fought in a war?
I have always fought in war, elf.
What do you mean?
My people have been at war since the moment we set foot in the Northern Islands.
Okay. So the Qunari don't come from the islands?
We do now.
Where did you come from?
Somewhere else.
So can you be more specific?
No. I was born in Seheron. Of the land we came from, I know nothing, not even its name. I do not see how this matters. Seheron and Parvolan are distant. Ferelden and the Darkspawn are immediate.
Yeah, true. Let's go.
As you wish.
Well, he's a nice fellow. Did I have any gifts I could give these guys? Oh, I do. Bronze symbol of Andraste. Small carved statue and some alcohol. Wait, what? Golden side. What is this? I don't know. I'm just gonna give that to Sten. Here. No, I was supposed to give it. There you go.
Unexpected. Thank you.
And have this statue also.
Unexpected. Thank you.
And let's give the Andraste symbol to Lillian.
That's a wonderful thought.
Okay. Morgan, do you have something to add?
What do you wish of me?
Let
If you must.
me ask you something. So... is Flemeth what he seems to be?
Well, that depends, does it not? What does she seem to be?
An old woman?
Oh, she is certainly old. Have no mistake of that. Tell me, how much do you know of the tale? The one that the chastened still tell of my mother, to frighten them into obedience.
I've heard a little of it.
No doubt such a tale has mutated much over time and telling. I can relay what Flemeth once told me herself, and you can decide whether or not 'tis the truth, if you desire.
Okay, make it quick.
As the tale is sung by the bards, there was a time when Flemeth was young and beautiful, a fair lass in a land of barbarian men, the desire of any who saw her.
Yeah?
The tales say that Flemeth fell in love with Osen the bard, and fled the castle of her husband, the dread Lord Conabar, and that he swore vengeance for her infidelity. In truth, my mother claims that 'twas Osen who was her husband, and Conabar the jealous lord, who looked on from afar. Lord Conabar approached young Osen, and offered him wealth and power in exchange for his lovely wife. And Osen agreed.
Well, that's a douchey man. So guess she was angry?
The life of a bard is a poor one, and love fades in the wake of hunger. 'Twas Flemeth who suggested the arrangement. All would have been well had Lord Conabar kept his end of the bargain. But he was a foul man who bargained with coin he did not possess. Osen was led off to a field and slain, left for dead. Flemeth spoke to the spirits and learned of the deed, and swore revenge.
Okay. So, spirits or demons?
Spirits first, and 'twas they who slew Conabar. Flemeth did not turn to the demon until much later. Lord Conabar's allies chased Flemeth, you see. Chased her to the wilds, and there she hid. There she found the demon, and he made her strong. The legends all speak of the great hero Cormac, he who defeated Flemeth and her great army when she invaded the lowlands centuries later. All lies.
Okay. So she never invaded, or he never defeated her?
The truth of the matter is that there was never an invasion. As Flemeth tells it, the Chastened never raised an army under her banner, and she never fought with any warrior named Cormac. Cormac led a brutal civil war against his own people, and later claimed it was to vanquish evil that had taken root amongst the lords. Thus, he was hailed a hero.
Nice guy.
Flemeth was only attached to the legend much later. Perhaps 'twas due to the great war with the Chastened that eventually came, but Mother claims not to know how it began.
Okay. Well, interesting story. Thank you.
Flemeth tells it with far more embellishment than I, but you are welcome. Dare I ask of your own mother? Few are abominations of legend, 'tis true, but I find myself curious nevertheless.
Well, he really died a long time ago.
Ah, then you have my sympathies for what it is worth. Which
Thank you.
is very little, I am certain. It matters not. Let us move on.
Okay, let's. We have Lillian and Alistair still. Let's talk a bit to them too. Oh, and we also have Tamra the second.
Oh, why, you little...
Are you harassing my dog?
Me? Harassing your dog? I should say it's the other way round. Your furry friend here took offence at me getting near his food. He snapped at me, look.
Well, he's a war dog.
Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me.
Hello, Tamra.
I once heard a really old legend about how the hound warriors in the days of the old tribes would feed their Mabari the flesh of the vanquished. Well, that's what I heard anyway. It would sometimes be human flesh. Oh, like you can tell the difference. For all you know, maybe you've already been fed something. Someone.
Hey, Alistair. Are you scaring my dog? Don't listen to Alistair. He's full of rubbish.
Hey!
Look at what your fool dog placed in my pack. A putrid, half-eaten hare is not something a woman wants to find in her unmentionables.
I think he thinks you need more meat on your bones. Oh, why doesn't he share his food with me?
You are welcome to this if you really want it. The dirty mongrel can have this back. There. And tell him not to do it again.
It was a gift. You can't just throw it away like that.
I just did. I don't want it, you worthless fur bag.
The dog is too smart for his own good.
He is certainly manipulative, I can tell. I do it too.
Yes, you do. Okay. Yeah, let's just watch.
You are a true warrior and worthy of respect.
Okay, they had a moment. Anything else? Yeah. Trying to find your way through the earth, are we? Okay, keep digging. Alright, have fun. Yeah, have fun digging around. Hello there, Alistair.
What do you need?
Let's ask something.
Ask away.
What do we ask? So our Lehman raised you?
Oh, did I say that? I meant that dogs raised me. Giant slobbering dogs from the Anderfells. A whole pack of them, in fact.
Oh, that would explain the smell.
Well, it wasn't until I was 8 that I discovered you didn't have to lick yourself clean. Old habits die hard, you know.
Ah, that would explain the bread as well.
And my table manners too. Though, come to think of it, they weren't all that different from the other Templars. Or did I dream all of that? Funny the dreams you'll have when you sleep on a cold, hard ground, isn't it?
Yeah, I dream of becoming a Grey Warden. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm going to hit you. Very soon now. Yeah. I'm going to dream of becoming a Grey Warden.
Point taken. Let's see, how do I explain this? I'm a bastard. And before you make any smart comments, I mean the fatherless kind. My mother was a serving girl in Redcliffe Castle who died when I was very young. Our Lehman wasn't my father, but he took me in anyhow and put a roof over my head. He was good to me, and he didn't have to be. I respect the man, and I don't blame him anymore for sending me off to the Chantry once I was old enough.
Okay. But you blamed him, I take it?
I was young and resentful and not very pious. Of course I blamed him. I remember screaming at him like a little child. Well, I was a child, so I doubt he was surprised. Our Lehman eventually married a young woman from Orlais, which caused all sorts of problems between him and the king because it was so soon after the war. But he loved her. Anyhow, then you, Arlessa, resented the rumors which pegged me as his bastard. They weren't true, but of course they existed. The Isle didn't care, but she did. So off I was packed to the nearest monastery at age 10. Just as well. The Arlessa made sure the castle wasn't a home to me by that point. She despised me.
Yeah, wasn't it inappropriate for the Earl to raise an orphan?
Probably. It was just a kindness he did to a woman who had served him anyway. I didn't sleep on silk sheets in the keep or anything. I remember I had an amulet with Andraste's holy symbol on it. The only thing I had of my mother's. I was so furious at being sent away, I tore it off and threw it at the wall and it shattered. Stupid, stupid thing to do. The Isle came by the monastery a few times to see how I was, but I was stubborn. I hated it there, and blamed him for everything. And eventually, he just stopped coming.
Well, are you... and you think he will help?
I think so, yes. This news we've heard about him being sick disturbs me, though. I wonder if we won't discover that Loghain has come to the same conclusion as we have. Anyway, that's really all there is to the story.
Okay. That's good. Now let's talk to Liliana and then let's go further.
Yes?
I'm not taking all of the discussion possibilities.
Well, here I am.
Okay, so what would someone like you be doing in Lothering Chantry?
What is meant by someone like me?
Yeah. They don't teach you how to fight in the cloister, do they?
Did you think I was always a cloistered sister? The Chantry provides succor and safe harbor to all who seek it. I chose to stay and become affirmed.
Affirmed?
We affirm our belief in the Maker, in Andraste and the Chant, but other than that, there are no vows taken.
Okay, so what did you do before?
I was a traveling minstrel in Orlais. Tales and songs were my life. I performed, and they rewarded me with applause and coin. And my skill in battle? Well, you pick up different skills when you travel, yes? Yes, of course. Let's move on.
Okay. I can dig that. Now, let's get to the road. So,
I'll get on it.
who should I use? Morrigan, we need a
Indeed.
mage. Let's take Sten
Yes.
and Tamlin the second.